everyone, this is Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and these are your March 2017 Angel Oracle card readings. For this month, we are going to be using the Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and of course, pulling a crystal card from the Crystal Reading Cards. It's from the Healing Oracle by Rochelle Sharman. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can just go to my website, angelsouls444.com, the services page. Please make sure that you fill out the submission form. You'll be directly taken back to that. It's under a thank you tab. If you do not fill that out, you don't get in line. Okay, so make sure you do that step. That's very important. Of course, if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I will leave all that information down below. And please do not forget about the courses on Gumroad. There are many things up there, including extra readings, which I think for March, the theme will be all about releasing blocks. Okay, what you need to focus on in March to let things go so that you can take good things in. And of course, we have how to perceive your angels. There are oracle reading courses there. And I will be getting to work here in the next couple of weeks on the Archangel series, where we'll talk about various archangels, what they do, and then do a meditation to help you connect. All right, so I think that's it. Let's get started. Hi there, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you for March 2017. Ooh. All right, so gonna have to calm down the busyness, whether this is actual, things that you're trying to do in life, or if this is just your thought process, but time to slow down just a little bit because you're gonna get yourself off path. A lot of people are doing that these days. Yeah, they're saying too much jumping to conclusions. Okay. What do we have here for you? We have Maya. Okay, so make sure you're getting the right kind of research. I think the Maya card also talks about plugging into sacred geometry. This always reminds me, this card, it reminds me of Archangel Metatron, because Metatron is all about the sacred geometry and about the third eye, but he helps with sixth dimensional kind of energy as well. So get in there, start learning a little bit more about the universe, and talking about third eye, look at that third eye lit up. Yeah, getting tuned into your own power, becoming who you're meant to be. Powerful stuff, guys. Okay, what else do we have? All right, and somebody on the other side is saying hello. All right, this does not mean that it's going to happen. It just means that somebody is around you on the other side and wants to help. But again, we'll get to that discussion when we get to the Sonia card. All right, so this first card we have here is Maya. It says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So what this is saying is you don't have all the information just yet. That's why we're saying slow down a little bit. And some of you are working against yourselves and working against your own goals by overthinking things or trying to push on it, trying to make things happen that just are not ready to happen. You need more education. You need more information. And usually, I mean, yes, this could literally mean like going to a university or getting a degree or something like that. But on a soul level, this is saying you need to tune back into who you are, learn more about you before you carry forward with these things that you think you want. Yes, and then of course the Metatron energy about understanding the universe a little bit better, and how you can have whatever you want, but again, the universe is always watching our back and always taking care of us. So if something's not in our highest good or in our best interest, I think the universe sometimes will allow it to come in a little bit so you get a little taste of what it would be like, and you can, change your goals. But a lot of times the universe, I think, just protects you by keeping it at bay, keeping it out of your existence altogether. So if that should be occurring, you need to understand a little bit more about yourself and your place within the universe, and understanding that linear time is a human convention, right? So you're the one who might be pushing and getting yourself into that lower frequency and pushing something really good out of your existence, or the universe might be trying to protect you from something. All right. So it's going to be a month to really take care of yourselves, to really develop that intuition, that third eye chakra. It says, yoga and exercise are essential. This is Ray. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. All right. So again, it's about being in quiet. It's about moving the energy around you. And actually, yoga helps move some of the sacred geometry that you are contained within, right? So getting your meridians sort of, stretched out. I don't know how you want to look at it, but getting all the the communication lines open. Releasing stagnated emotions, stagnated energies, thought processes, whatever the case may be, but really helping you to quiet the noise around you so that you can hear what your own being, what your soul is trying to get you to understand. Okay? If you do that, we have this beautiful awakening moment. This is Celeste. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. But look, she's dancing in the moonlight. And the moon, the full moon, is usually representing, it's Archangel Haniel kind of energy, but it represents the divine feminine aspect, and it also represents what needs to be let go of, what needs to be purged, basically, again, thinking process or emotions or whatever it might be for you, but it's also introspection. And this whole reading is showing by slowing down, listening to your own soul, having a moment of introspection, you truly find yourself, and then you find what it is that you want to align with. And then once you do that, now you're understanding the universe a little bit better, and now you're off to something else. You're off to a new place to live, or a new job, or maybe for some of you it might be a new relationship, whatever the case may be. Now this fourth card, it's Sonia. It says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy at peace and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Now, I was just telling another sign that we have to be careful with this because, when your loved one goes to the other side, they don't automatically become angels, okay? They don't automatically become one of your guides. They can hang out with you and they can chat with you and they can, whisper little things to you while you're sleeping or whatever the case may be, but they're not technically one of your guides. Careful with this, okay? Accept their love. If you want to accept their guidance, by all means, but it just kind of, I don't know, as a spiritual counselor, it really kind of puts my back up a little bit when people are like, oh, I need guidance, so I'm going to tune into my grandmother and see what my grandmother has to say about how I should live. The only thing that your grandma knows more now than she did before is what happens when you die. Other than that, grandma probably still has a similar consciousness that you do. Slightly different, but it's not like they're one of your trained guides. Do you know what I mean? That have gone through so many experiences so that they could be a being to watch over another being. So be careful listening to that, and people get very sensitive about that. I'm sorry if you do. But it is what it is. And, I know you guys want to listen to your loved ones on the other side, but again, word of caution around that, okay? Tune into your guides first and foremost, and your angels, of course. All right, so speaking of moonlight, we have moonstone and its cycles. And this is saying, here, that kind of goes with that card. And this is saying, just like there are cycles of the moon, your life will ebb and flow. You're going to have moments of being up, moments of being down. These are the cycles of life. But moonstone, again, makes me feel like you need to find your joy again. You need to find who you are. You're living, what you've been conditioned to want. And that is what this is asking you to do, to tap into who you really are, look within, honor the cycles of your life, okay? And figure out what path you want to be on from here. I do want to go back to this because this is an easy card for people to be like, how can you be so insensitive? Okay, if you are somebody who is going through grief right now, again, this is not a predictive card. This is not saying it's going to happen. I don't like readers who tell people that. Not that I don't like them. That came out wrong. It's not that I don't like them. It's that it does kind of make me cringe a little bit because someone who might be already in that fear, they're going to fall even deeper into that fear. And I know a lot of readers are like, oh, well, it's a heads up. We don't do that here. If they want to do that, that's their prerogative. If you want to listen to them, that's your prerogative. But here, these are not predictive, okay? If you're somebody, like I said, who is going through grief right now, work with Archangel Azrael to help you through that. And when somebody does, and this, like I said, this is already something that's happened, but if it had just happened, they're still kind of very close to you. So you might be hearing them. You might be hearing their messages and whatever. And I just want to make it clear, there's nothing wrong with listening to them or communicating with them. There's nothing wrong with that. But if Aunt Boo Boo's trying to come forward and tell you oh, you should marry that boy, and you don't feel like you should, that's the kind of stuff that you want to be careful with, getting your advice on how to live. Okay? Anyway, there it is. I hope that made some sense. And of course, I am sending you guys so much love. Take care.